What's up, LA Live Gang? This is your boy AC, and welcome to a special edition of LA Sports Live. Well, so far today, as far as the Lakers are concerned, it's been a pretty quiet day on the trade front. Um, there was a report that just came across the wire that the Lakers are kicking the tires on Terrence Ross of the Orlando Magic. Um, that'd be a nice little piece for the Lakers to pick up. Uh, Terrence is a veteran. Pull up his stats real quick. He's a veteran player. Um, and hell, he's probably looking to get the hell out of there now because the Magic have traded, traded away all their good players. Just quickly on the season, Terrence Ross, he's played in just about all 36 games for the Magic. He's averaging 16, 3 and 2. Um, let's see, he shoots for three. Career 36% from three, and that's what he's shooting on the year, 37% or so. That's solid. So yeah, he is your prototypical 3 and D type guy, something that the Lakers do need. He makes about 12 million a year, so um, I wouldn't, so that's doable. But the Lakers are probably, they would probably have to have to trade a starter in order to get him. And I just don't see them moving anybody out of their core just yet to acquire Terrence Ross. But that's pretty much the only news concerning the Lakers. I know we're hearing these rumors about Kyle Lowry, but that ain't gonna happen. Come on. Kyle Lowry makes like 20, 28, $30 million or whatever. And the Lakers would have to trade about two starters. And of course, Toronto will probably ask for THT. And the Lakers have made it unequivocally clear that they are not going to trade THT. So the Kyle Lowry thing, I think that's just smoke and mirrors. If that happens, man, that's not going to happen. So we're not even going to talk about it because the Lakers are in no position to trade, at least two or three players for one at this point. We down so many players with injury and all this kind of stuff. There's no way the Lakers are going to make a trade like that for Kyle Lowry. So if you want to talk about Kyle Lowry, where do I think he may go? He's being mentioned with Miami and now the Clippers. And Philly said they're no longer interested in Kyle Lowry, so he's not going to go there. Clippers, that would be nice. Kyle Lowry has some good chemistry with Kawhi Leonard and Serge Ibaka, so I'm sure they would love to see, Kyle Lowry join the Clippers. But again, the salary is, I just don't see how the Clippers can do it. You have to involve a third team, but I don't know how many teams are going to help the Clippers. And on top of that, like I was talking to LB about earlier, look, the Clippers just don't have anybody. They got very few players that other people want. They have Lou Williams, but Sweet Lou, he's on a very, hold on, we got some updates. Okay, nothing significant. Sweet Lou's contract, man, it's a rudimentary contract. I think he's making less than $10 million. So the Clippers, their hands are kind of tied. They don't have many draft picks. So I don't see how he could go to the Clippers, but you never know. We could talk about really the most notable names that moved this morning is basically a bunch of Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic. I guess the Magic are just cleaning house and starting over. So they traded all of the good players. It started with it started with Vucevic. They traded Aaron Gordon, and they traded Evan Fournier. So basically, those are the three best players as far as I can see, and they're now gone and been traded. And so now we're sitting there looking at Terrence Ross as probably the best player that they have left. And like I said earlier, there were talks that the Lakers may be interested in him. So Orlando Magic are going to a full rebuild. Um, that was a surprising move to see Vucevic go to the Chicago Bulls, and I was pretty sure that I would see Zach LaVine or Lauri Markkanen being in that trade, but the Bulls kept those two players. So the Bulls, they have it's a nice little trio right there. You got Gordon, LaVine, and Markkanen, but the word is that they may decide to move Markkanen as well. You guys, hold on one second. All right, guys, sorry about that. Yeah, so I forgot what I was saying, but anyway, it looks like the Orlando Magic had cleared the house. The Bulls came up, and but the word is that they still may look to move Markkanen. So we'll see what happens. It might be, more than likely, this may be a trade deadline as far as the Lakers are concerned. Uh, there's not going to be too much going on. If you look at the Lakers contracts, they do have tradable contracts now compared to last season, but you know their hands are still kind of tied. They really only have starters that other teams may be interested in, other than maybe Kyle Kuzma, and but still, like he's still in the last year of his rookie contract. He signed the extension, but he's still making very little money this year, so it'd be a little bit more tricky to move Kyle this year. Next season would be easier, but right now, no. There was talk of Dennis Schroeder being on the trading block and uh, Monster Trez being on the trade block, but so far nothing going on. All's quiet on Laker front. All the big moves, really, all the big moves. Really, it doesn't concern the Lakers, but the Lakers have to. Well, I won't say be concerned, but they have to watch and see what's going on because several teams in the Western Conference in the Pacific Division, notably. Oh, wait a minute, we're getting more notifications. Oh no, no, nothing substantial, not yet. Um, a lot of teams in the Pacific Division are making moves. The Portland Trailblazers, but they got the kid Powell out of Toronto, and let's see, the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets they got substantially better. I'm sorry, the Denver Nuggets, they got Aaron Gordon. But yeah, they got Aaron Gordon. So, like I said earlier, that kicks them back up to the level they were at last year. Denver's been kind of up and down this season, but they lost Grant in free agency. But with the addition of Gordon, I believe that kind of kicks them back up to where they were last season. Is that enough to get them over the hump? Time will tell. We'll see. But as far as the Lakers concerned, like last season, Rob did all these things after the trade deadline and the buyout market, and I think that's what's going to happen here. Now we're closing in. We got a little over 1 hour left to the NBA trade deadline, and the thing that Lakers fans are going to be concerned about, and we have to keep an eye out for is Andre Drummond. So far, so good. Andre Drummond has not been traded yet. I repeat, so far, so good. Andre Drummond, excuse me, Andre Drummond has not been traded yet. So uh, that's good news because according to all reports, Um, hold on a second, guy.